welcome to my workout powered by podfitness.com. I hope you're ready to blast that lower body because that's exactly what you're going to do today. All legs and butt. So, all I want you to do is grab a light set of dumbbells, maybe 3 to 5 pounds, and clear just a little bit of space around your area. And let's just get your lower body warmed up. I want you to bring your right leg up and just bring that knee into your chest. Feel that stretch through the back of your legs and your hips. Got to keep those abs tight, and then switch. Take your left leg up, bring that knee into your chest. Again, I want you to feel that stretch. What's going on back there? Between the back of your leg and your hips. Now take that right leg, reach your left arm in front of you and grab that ankle and feel the stretch in the front of your hip and your thigh. And then switch. Grab your left ankle, put your right arm in front of you and feel that stretch in the front of your hip and your thigh. I didn't tell you, you're going to have to balance today too. Switch. Now bring your right knee back in, right? Posture nice and tall. Already starting to break a sweat because you have to balance. Now switch. Take that left leg up. Ah, see? So bring the knee into your chest. Again, feel the stretch to the back of the hip and the thigh and the leg and the hamstring. And then take that right heel back. Reach that arm in front of you to counterbalance your body. Bend your supporting leg a little bit to give yourself a little bit of more balance. And then switch. Grab that left ankle, pull it all the way back. Woo. Posture. There you go. Okay, now we're going to start off with a set of squats. I want you to grab your dumbbells, and I want you to put your feet about hip width apart. So you'll have a straight line from your shoulders to your hips, to your knees, to your ankles. And we're going to go really slow today. Squats are a pretty basic movement, so I'm going to tweak your workout today by making most of the movements very slow. Ready? It's going to be 4 counts down. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And what I want you to think about is keeping your knees in line with your hips. In other words, I don't want you to think of your knees bowing inwards or rotating outwards. I'm happy as long as you keep your heels down, just like Bashira. Do one more. But I don't want you to curl your toes up, right? Good. Now we're going to take it 2 counts down. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. By going slower like this, it helps you to focus a little bit more on form and the muscles you're working. You know, it's tough to have perfect form on squats and lunges that we do. I don't think that there's a client of mine that has perfect form except for maybe Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt had some pretty good form on his squats and lunges. Plus he loved doing them, which helps. Okay, you're going to do 2 more, nice and slow. Good. Nice posture. See how Janie's head stays upright? Good. Do 1 more for me. Just 1 more. Now I want you to do singles, down and up. So keep the same exact form. Think about working the back of your legs, right? All of the hamstrings meeting into your butt. And you'll feel a little bit of thighs, but I don't want you to focus on your thighs. Even use your inner thighs. Remember what I said about holding your knees and your hips straight? Think about using your inner thighs to hold your legs steady. And exhale on the way up. You're going to do 4 more. And think about this. When you stand up, push the ground down. 1 more. Good. And shake those legs out a little bit. Good. So that's just touching the muscle that we're going to keep working, right? The legs, the butt, thighs. Now put your feet together. I want you to take your left leg back. And then I want you to roll off of your left heel, which means you're not going to use it. You can stay on the ball of the left foot. And let your hands hang straight down from your shoulders. This is your lunge position. Same thing, 4 counts down slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. You keep going. It's 4 counts down slowly. You can't move slow enough right now because sometimes the faster you go, the more you use momentum and the less you use the muscle that I'm asking you to work. 4 counts down and 4 counts up. Do 2 more. Now listen, on the way down, I want you to drive through your right leg to push yourself up. Okay? And feel all of the muscles through the back of your legs, your hamstrings, especially where your hamstring meets your butt muscle. 1 more. And squeeze it together. Now do 2 counts down. And think about this. So what I want you to do is on the way down, I'd like your shoulders and your knee and your heel to be in a straight line as if you're going to touch the side of your knee, right? Touch the side of your knee. And you're going to be squeezing all of those leg muscles, shaping and toning the leg muscles. You know, it's hard to change a muscle unless you overwork it. And to change the muscle and to create longer, leaner, tighter, even to create muscle, you have to overwork it. You're going to give me 2 more. Exhale on the way up, do 1 more. All right, now singles. Really keep that muscle tight all the way down. What we're doing here is we're fatiguing the muscle through those really slow sets so that by now, on this last 5 that you do, I need the muscle to burn. 3 more. The muscle needs to burn and you need to feel it working. Last one. Good. Shake that leg out. How's that right leg? Okay, so same thing on the left leg. Feet together, right? Take your right leg back. Good. Pull up onto the ball of your right foot and drop straight down. 4 counts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Everybody wants those legs, right? Whether you like to wear shorts, whether you don't like to wear shorts, you wear skirts, you're in a bathing suit, somebody's got to wear a bathing suit sometime or another, right? So you want to be able to show strong, lean, muscular, athletic legs, like Mary Jones. You know, I mean, you look at those legs and you think, God, it's amazing how legs can create power and strength with everything you do. Do 1 more slow. It's 4 counts down. Good. Squeeze the front leg. Now 2 counts down. Good. And remember, think about balancing a book on your head, right? So that your shoulders don't round forward and you keep your abs tight. And you're never using that back foot, right, Bashira? Right. Never using that back foot because I want you to use the front leg. You're going to do 2 more. You're going to do 1 more, and then you're going to go singles. Now remember, the singles is for the burn. Here we go. Drive down on the way down. Good. And on the way up, I want you to blow that air out. And picture the muscles you're working, right? Picture the legs you want, whether it's J-Lo, whether it's Beyonce, whether it's, you know, Jessica Simpson. Picture it. You're going to do 5 more. Good. Full range of motion. Don't you cheat, right? You do your best. If you need to rest, you rest. 2 more, but don't cheat. 1 more. Good, and come up, shake that leg out. Okay, that's that, right? Now turn your toes out, and turn your knees and the toes in the same direction, and let your weights just hang straight down in front of you to keep your posture upright. As you're holding on to really heavy weights, and you're going to push down, I want you to think about your inner thighs on the way down, 4, and squeezing the inner thighs on the way up, 4. So this is working a different part of your legs, 4, and you should feel that right away. Shaping and working and toning, the inner thighs, right? And at the top of that movement, I want you to squeeze your booty. Just squeeze it at the top. 4 counts down. 1, 2, your abs stay tight. You're going to do 1 more 4 counts, then I'm going to leave you to do 12 single on your own while we go to this commercial break. Think about your inner thighs, think about your booty. Ready? 1 more, singles. Good, push down. Push down. You've got 12? Good. Inner thighs. Coming up, the workout continues, so stay tuned. Welcome back to My Workout, powered by podfitness.com. How are those legs feeling? Pretty tired? Yeah. Well, we have 1 more exercise that's going to hit them really hard, especially the hamstrings, the back of your leg, and then I'm going to take you down to the floor. But this first exercise starts with putting your feet close together. They can even be almost touching, but not quite. Put your hands in front of you right by your thighs with your palms facing your thighs, and stand up nice and tall. 4 counts, you're going to let your hands drop slowly towards your knees. 1, 2, 3, wait right there. Feel your hamstring stretch. Now squeeze the back of your legs to bring your body upright. Again, 4 counts. I'm going to keep all of these nice and slow. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that you can really focus on the muscle you're working. Pause, and I want you to pause at that 1 point of hinging. So picture this. You're folding your body over a tabletop, so everything stays nice and flat, right? In this hinged position, your abs stay tight to support your back, and you squeeze the back of the legs to bring your body upright, right? So in this moment, Bashir is stretching the back of her hamstrings, and in this moment, she's shortening the muscles that go from the hamstring to your butt, because you want to show some kind of delineation between the back of your leg and your butt. You don't want a straight line from your hamstring to your lower back, right? So you squeeze that muscle right under your butt to lift the muscle and lift your butt. Slowly stretch and then drive into the ground to shorten the muscle. Now notice, Bashir is going a little bit lower because she's a little bit more flexible in her hamstrings. If you can go that low and keep your back just as flat, then try that. Your knees are a good kind of stopping point, because I know that most of the time you'll always be able to keep your back flat at your knee level. And then Terry Ann goes somewhere in between the three. So you pick where you're feeling the most of a stretch in that muscle in the back of your legs, and you can squeeze the muscle to come right back up, right? And then as you go forward, dive and come to me, right? Keeping your posture. And then squeeze the muscles to come back up. I want you to do 2 more, and then we're going to take you down to the floor. So that by the time you do this floor work, those leg muscles are done, and every last bit of leg power you've got will take down to the floor. Good. How's that feel? Good. Okay, so move your weights out to the side now. Okay. And then come down to your side. I want you to lie down on your right side with your left leg on top. Now, notice Terry Ann's going to lie all the way down on her arm to relax her neck and her head and her shoulders. Bashir and Janie will come up to your elbow. If you're on your elbow, I want your elbow right under your shoulder, not out here doing this kind of funny thing, okay? You've got one hip stacked right on top of the other, not backwards facing the ceiling. And I want you to take your left leg and put it on top of your right leg with your left toe facing the floor. Abs are tight, core is lifted, and I just want you to put your left hand right on top of that left butt cheek. And I want you to lift it and lower it. Lift it and lower it. Now, you'll feel the muscle right there. The muscle right around your left butt, your left glute, is contracting to lift your leg. And I want you to picture, it was a big thing to get that little divot right there in your leg. Picture that. Picture creating that every time you lift. And it doesn't matter how high you lift the leg. It just matters that you can isolate that muscle right around that glute, right? Small little movement. Good. And I want you to try to get both knees in front of you, just like that. Good. To shorten the muscle already. Good. Ready? And we're going to lift and lower. And it's not a big movement. It's a small, isolated movement, right? And lift, and then tap the toe to the floor after each one. Give me 2 more. Tap the toe, small movements. 1 more. Now hold your knees level. Don't let that knee touch the other one. And I want you to take your leg and kick your heel to me, and then pull your heel to your butt. So we're doing the side-lying leg extensions, right? Creating resistance as your leg reaches out in front. Good. Kick out, and then squeeze that hamstring, that muscle that I talked about that runs up the back of the leg. So this part of your glute, this part of your left thigh should probably be close to feeling it right now, right? Right? It's holding your body steady. Give me 2 more. All right, let's burn this left leg out. Hold that leg straight. Turn your toe to the floor. Tap the toe. Lift the heel. 2. You're going to do 15. 3. Focus on that little divot right there. Focus on creating a little bump right here in the back of the glute. And think long, long, long legs. Although, I'm short on the long leg part, I can still think long legs. Let's do 8 more. Breathe. Now remember, stay lifted, stay tight, right? Stay contracted. 3. Good. Squeeze that muscle to lift it. And 1. Nice job. Bring that knee in. Sit up and stretch that left hip. How's that feel? That's a burner. Good. Now let's take it to the other side. Come all the way down. Again, find your position. Knees in front, right toes on top. And I just want you to squeeze that muscle right there. Squeeze and drop. Good. You know, I know that most of the celebrities spend at least 45 minutes in their leg workouts. I think J-Lo spends probably an hour doing squats and lunges and leg lifts. Good. Now extend that leg straight out. I want you to do 15 more of these, and you'll be ready right after this break to a yoga cool down, but you need to do 10 more of these, right? Don't stop.